In 2025, there was over 18,000 games released on Steam, and you've only played, what, 4 of them? Look, I can't really blame you. It's so hard to tell what's good and what's, well, a typing game about Vietnam. How do you find new games worth your time? Do you just mindlessly scroll Steam until you find something not terrible? No. You come to guys like me who get sent emails daily from indie devs begging me to play their games. What I end up with is a mixed bag of bullshit to carefully curate so that you guys can know exactly what's worth your time. So today, I'm going through a bunch of games that have been sitting in my inbox for the last few years. Some of them are genuine hidden gems, and others are just, well,
always double down, never stop gambling.
You'll see. Before we get into it, this video is sponsored by World of Warships. World of Warships is a free-to-play, massively online multiplayer naval combat game. With over 600 different ships to choose from and multiple classes, there's something for everyone. Now, I had the privilege of playing with 5 other incredible creators recently, and let me tell you what I liked about it.
He's cooked! He's cooked! Look at this! Look at this! Boom!
Right off the bat, this game is gorgeous. I mean, everything from the water to the weather to the warships. Everything has been carefully designed to be as immersive as possible. The audio is also a highlight for me. Firing on another ship feels really nice with the beefy guns and impact sounds. Combat is also super satisfying. Leading your shots takes practice, but once you get it down, it feels so good. What else? Boat yaoi? What?
Oh my god, I think somebody made the boat yaoi.
Wait, really? Dude, you gotta send this through. I gotta see
You got it. Send it to the group chat.
That's so good.
Thank you, dearly.
Another thing I didn't expect was how much support the game actually gets. You know, it's been out since 2015. Even then, the game is constantly getting monthly updates with new ships, nations, limited time events, and a ton of cosmetics. So even if you put it down for a bit, there's usually something new waiting for you when you come back. And for those of you who actually have friends, you don't need to play on your own either. You can queue up solo or team up with friends using divisions. If that sounds good, then go check out my link in the description where you can receive 20 days of premium account, a free Japanese tier 3 cruiser called another port slot, a commander, and once you register, you can unlock a tier 7 ship called Boys! 7 super containers for the gamblers out there, 40 million credits, and 1 million elite commander XP. I promise those numbers will make sense after you play it for a bit, but it's a lot. So what are you waiting for? Go check out my link below and use code IMPACTFORCE, send it to your friends, and thanks again to War Gaming for sponsoring this video. Let's start with the games that didn't quite make the cut. First up is Tempo Punk. Tempo Punk is a cyberpunk rhythm FPS game where you... Okay, I gotta get this out of the way first. Can we please stop with the cyberpunk theme? It's just getting a little much. Let's get some new themes in here. Let's try something new. Deadlock got the memo. Look how much people like that. Let's experiment a bit more, huh? Sorry. Okay, so this game actually looked pretty good. The movement's decent and the presentation is polished. That being said, I do have some issues. For instance, do you think that this shot will connect? I mean, sure, my crosshair isn't exactly on him, but this is a single-player, fast-paced, high-octane rhythm boomer movement shooter. It would be silly for them to be so strict with that. Oh. Surely that's just a once-off. Yeah, the hitboxes in this game are ridiculous. Even a tactical FPS game like Valorant is more forgiving. And it's not even justified. The enemies are constantly jumping all over the place. Projectiles being thrown left, right, and center. I'm out here sliding and double jumping to try and dodge it all. Call it a skill issue. I don't care. We gotta make these boys fatter. This game is your classic robot goes rogue and kills everything. In its current state, it only has 2 levels and not much variety in terms of enemies and weapons. Now, I'm sure it'll improve over time, but right now it's just missing that extra sauce. Alright, we got a few more games to clear before we get to the good stuff. Next is Street Sync. And look, I'm about to grill the shit out of this one, but just know, it comes from a place of love, okay? Street Sync is a rhythm-based FPS roguelike set in a casino, and I think the guy missed the class on visual clarity because what am I looking at? I get you want cohesion, but that doesn't mean make everything the exact same color. I mean, look at this. The environment, the enemies, the weapons, the HUD. And as if the text wasn't already hard enough to read, what is this font? font they've gone with. Look, I want to like this game, I really do, but there's so many choices that just make no sense. Like, they give you unlimited coins that you can ricochet bullets off of, which makes killing enemies completely trivial. My eyes glaze over as I run around spamming the same 3 buttons until the room is cleared. And the worst part is that this is the most effective way to play. As if it wasn't easy enough. And don't even get me started on the bosses. I mean, the reveal lasts longer than the time it takes for me to kill them. I mean, before I can even finish this sentence, this final boss, which is the big bad, is literally already dead. Come on, guys. Look, the game's not that bad, okay? It only costs $1.50 and they seem pretty new to game dev, so you've got to give them some credit for at least making something that's not terrible. Alright, last one before the real hidden gems, it's Uber Slaughter. Playing this game for the first time is a fever dream. You're thrown into the fray and immediately bombarded with all this crazy bullshit and the game explains none of it. I honestly thought it was a blast. I mean, it was funny, it was fast-paced and absurdly over the top. But when I came back for more footage the next day, I realized that maybe it was just my dopamine receptors firing like crazy after winning big on the pokies, because what the fuck were they smoking when they made this? This game is intentionally too much, and that's fine. Plenty of other games have done the same thing and been successful, but where this one falls short is in just how poorly it explains anything? Like, why is this suddenly pizza and burger mode? Why are they excreting burgers? What does giving enemies the middle finger even do? I found the more that I played, the less that I understood. They say you must endure relentless waves, but half the time I was just bumbling around the huge arenas waiting for something to happen. I mean, you know it's a bad sign when I'd rather stay in the hub stage instead of playing the actual game. What? No, I'm not ready to go. No, I wasn't ready. Look, this game is obviously a shitpost, but that doesn't mean you're allowed to just not explain things. It's pretty funny for an hour, but ultimately there's just not much game here. Alright, you've been very patient and I appreciate that. Let's get into the games that I know you'll like. Grave Gunner is a fast-paced arena shooter where your goal is to survive waves of undead monsters by utilizing satisfying movement and powerful weapons. Now, if you've played games like Devil Daggers or Hyper Demon before, this will feel pretty familiar, but unlike your usual wave-based arena shooter games, this one takes on a more structured approach. See, instead of one mode that progressively ramps up in difficulty, Grave Gunner decides to split it up into 13 individual levels, and I really like this. Beating a level gives you a clear sense of progress, which is something that these other games lack. You don't have to slog through the first few waves just to get to the fun part. Making it this way also gives them the opportunity to slowly introduce each enemy in a controlled environment. You'll come across new monsters one at a time, which lets you learn how they behave and figure out how to deal with them before the game starts mixing them all together. The gameplay loop is also pretty engaging. You'll start each round with only one pistol, requiring you to collect the rest of your arsenal to keep up with the increasing difficulty. And trust me, the later stages ramp up fast, and if you're not prepared, you'll definitely feel it. No. And I don't think I'd like this game as much as I do if it wasn't for the movement.
He said it!
It's clean, snappy, and above all, you can fucking rocket jump, baby. While it's not totally necessary, I think it really complements the gameplay well. That being said, the difficulty does get a little ridiculous towards the later stages. Fucking bitch, man. But even I can admit that it's probably just a skill issue. And no, for those of you wondering, I haven't beaten it yet, okay? But I'm working on it. Look, even without finishing it, I can still highly recommend this game. There are 7 different enemy variants, and once the game starts combining them all together, it becomes really rewarding learning which is a priority. Overall, it's a very simple game, but because of that, the developer has been able to really hone in on the finer details. If you want to go check it out, the link as well as every other game in this video will be down in the description. Alright, next up is Poly Impulse, and this one is a fast-paced, aim-intensive movement game where you shoot different polyhedrons to get through each level, and I really love the unique take on this. Unlike a lot of other movement games that require precise keyboard inputs, Poly Impulse switches it up and makes you rely more on aim and reflexes. No, that's not real. That's not real. Get a load of this. When the devs reached out to me, they literally warned me that, oh, it's kinda difficult, but we trust your aim though. Yeah, I bet you say that to everyone, you freak. You just want me for my huge subscriber count, don't you? You indie devs are all the same. I'll show you. Oh my god, I'm ass. That wasn't one I can grapple to, no. No. Go, no. Maybe the devil's right. Maybe I can't aim. Come on. Oh my god, I finished it. Holy shit. Wow, yeah, no, this game is hard. But man, I can't stop playing it.
Right now there are 6 polyhedrons, each offering a different effect. You've got simple ones like the icosahedron that pulls you in, or the tetrahedron which switches up your gravity.
But then you've got more complex ones that lock you in a domain until you shoot all the targets, rewarding you with more speed the faster you clear them. This one's called the rhombicuboctahedron. Yeah, you can really tell they've put a lot of thought into how to make all of them distinct, and it goes a long way in making each level feel fresh. My only real complaint is the presentation. Right now, it's looking like it came straight out of Cool Math games. If that's the look you're going for, then that's totally cool, but I feel like there's so many sick options that could fit this concept. Science lab, outer space, fantasy world, underwater. Am I just looking through my Steam library for inspiration? No, you're just looking through your Steam library. Ignoring the visuals for a second, one thing I'd love to see is level modifiers that affect your score in return for easier or harder challenges, like removing the red kill barriers, or making the shapes smaller or larger depending on your skill level, slow-mo, sped up, low gravity. The options are limitless. This would add a lot of replayability and help appeal to both ends of the skill spectrum. And I can also see this being a fun replacement for aim training. And this could be taken so much further with community created levels, that the devs have said that a level editor would probably take them about a year to implement. But I definitely think this would be a worthy time sink. As it is now, it's a very strong concept, but without a level editor, I can only see myself putting in maybe 15 to 20 hours, depending on how much I care to get the SS rank on everything. They are only a 2-man team, so if you want to support them and see this kind of stuff expanded on, then go check out the game. It'll be fully released in a few weeks, so go wishlist it. I honestly can't recommend it enough. Alright, unfortunately that's all we have time for today. So if you guys want to see me do this again, then make sure to leave a like and a comment, and once again, if you want to try out World of Warships and earn some sweet rewards, then check out my link below and use the code IMPACTFORCE. And for my console viewers out there, you can jump in too by checking out World of Warships Legends.